What is happening today, my More Squad? We are back with episode 10 of Talk More Sports, hosted by me, your main man, Hudson Moore. All right, y'all. So we have a lot to dive into today, and I mean a lot today. So with that being said, we're just gonna get right into it. All right. So we go into football first. As I said before, on my YouTube Shorts, on my TikTok page, the NFC East in the NFL is going berserkers right now. It's going crazy. I mean, seriously, back-to-back days, we've had the Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin requesting a trade, and then the next day, defensive end of the Dallas Cowboys Micah Parson requesting a trade. The NFC East is going crazy right now. After the Philadelphia Eagles have won last season's Super Bowl, concluding the 2024 season, we were kind of thinking like, okay, with the Washington Commanders, they're in the NFC Championship. We are like, Commanders, they look like the new rising star team right there with Philadelphia Eagles. And Dallas is Dallas. I mean, they have their ups and downs with Dak, CD, Jerry Jones, Micah, and then we think about the Giants getting Russell Wilson, drafting Malik Neighbors his rookie year, right? And you're thinking, okay, there's some promise with the Giants. But now with the Washington Commanders, with having Scary Terry requesting a trade, and now the next day it was Micah Parson requesting a trade as well. So when we first think about Scary Terry, I think talent-wise, he's a top 10 wide receiver. 100%. Now, I know the numbers don't speak for themselves, and I get that. But also, in 6 years in the league for this man, he's been through so many different quarterbacks. I'm not going to name them all because it's a lot of quarterbacks. So, but you look at numbers, they're consistently good. He's always in the 80 plus receptions. He's always in about a 5 to 12 touchdowns this season, and then about 1,000 to 1,100 yards receiving. Those are solid numbers. And you look at it, he is statistically consistent every single season, no matter who the quarterback is. I think he's an absolute stud. He just needs the right quarterback to throw him the ball. And I think he finally has it with Jaden Daniels, the rookie sensation, who had probably the greatest rookie year in NFL history. Truth be told, you take the Washington Commanders of all teams to the NFC Championship and beating out the Detroit Lions, who looked like they were one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl in the second round. So I think for Scary Terry, he finally had the opportunity because he said multiple times he's having fun, he's enjoying the season. Because a player like him, he has struggled a lot to find the right quarterback and to be happy and enjoy the game. And now he is. And now the Commanders don't want to re-sign him. And apparently he discussed with Ryan Clark of ESPN that he kind of saw this coming a couple years back. And I'm thinking to myself, really? Really? Scary Terry, you're not going to resign this dude? Who else are you going to keep? I mean, Jaden Dennis, he's on a rookie contract. Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner, as great as they are, I mean, they're coming to the end of their career. I mean, truth be told, they maybe have like a year or two left, honestly. Marshawn Lattimore, you just signed him, so it's not he's not going anywhere. Austin Eckler, he's not going anywhere either. They're all under contract. So to me, it's like, Scary Terry, you're telling me you don't have the money to sign him? Because before Jaden Daniels, he was your best player. By far, best player. By far. And the fact he has had the numbers that he's had with the quarterbacks he's had, that speaks high volume to me especially. So for the Washington Commanders to now resign him, it's such BS. He's going to this final season of his contract year, and I'm just thinking to myself, why wouldn't you resign him? Because also, look what him and Jaden Daniels did together. They're easily one of the best dynamic duos of quarterback and wide receiver in the league. And you would want to keep building that process too. You don't want to just cut him, because then you're going to have to bring in another wide receiver, and Jaden Daniels got to restart all over again. Like, no, keep the momentum, keep the progress, keep progressing it. Don't just tear it down. I'm not saying Scary Terry is like a top 5 receiver where I'm sure he's not asking for the 30, 35, almost 40 million a year, because I don't think he's worth that much. But he's definitely worth in the range of 25 to 30, 100%. Absolutely. And you're telling me you can't sign him? You're telling me you don't have the money. Or at least you wouldn't sign him, because I think you should. You'd be fools not to. Because with him and Jane Daniels, they're a scary duo. They're a scary duo. And with Jane Daniels only being a rookie, there's a lot of potential there for that guy. For both of them. I feel like this could finally be the time for Scary Terry to unleash his full potential. And with Jaden Daniels on the up and coming, you'd be fools not to. So yeah, I hope Washington Commanders re-sign this dude. They better. are they going to lose out on a lot. And Janie Daniels, since I don't know how good he's going to be without his number one receiver. As we switch to the Dallas Cowboys with Micah Parson, right? Now that's a whole nother story. We all kind of know this story. We know how this whole shit goes with the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones. It was the same thing with CeeDee Lamb, right? Right before the beginning of the 2024 season. Then they finally signed this dude, and they gave Dak his money, and now he waited all this time to sign Micah Parson. He still hasn't. Now you're gonna have to sign him to even more money. He's probably gonna be up there in the top 5 most paid players, non-quarterback players too, when you really think about it. And he said it. He doesn't want to be here anymore. And it does show that Jerry Jones and Dallas Cowboys clearly don't value him enough. They clearly don't want him to, because they would have signed him too. I mean, you signed CD and Dak. Why not sign Micah? It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. It's crazy. To me, it's just like, why? Because waiting out is just going to mean you're going to have to pay this man more money. And that's just a fact. So the fact you wouldn't, it boggles my mind. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't know why Jerry Jones does this every season. I don't know why. When he talked about the whole thing with Derrick Henry, like they didn't have the money and blah blah blah, it's like Baltimore only paid this man $8 million just for one single season. You're telling me you didn't have $8 million in your pocket to pay this dude? You could have had Derrick Henry on that team. Can you imagine? That would be scary, actually, with Dak, CD, and Derrick Henry. That would be a good trio to have on the offensive side. And now with Micah Parson possibly being out of the picture, it just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It really doesn't. And I hope they pay this man. Okay, me personally, as a diehard Seahawks fan, with now him requesting a trade, now it's kind of like, oh, could we maybe trade for him? I mean, we have the money to pay him. We have the picks and the players to possibly trade for him. If we get Micah, that defense could be a legitimate Super Bowl contending team. If the offense can just hopefully score touchdowns, and our defense is going to be what it is, we could potentially win the Super Bowl. But that's if we get Micah Parson. Now, I don't know if we truly will, but you never know. But in my opinion, I just think this whole thing is stupid with Scary Terry and Micah Parson. Honestly, like, these two players are easily the best players on their team. I mean, CeeDee Lamb is great. Dak Prescott is great. But with that defense side of Dallas, it's going to be in shambles without Micah Parson, and that's just a fact. And on the offensive side, with Washington Commanders, even though you got Jane Daniels, I mean, you don't have a whole lot to work with if you don't have Scary Terry. So when we think about it, I think, for Scary Terry and Micah Parsons' career in the future, maybe, hopefully they can get re-signed and get the money that they rightfully deserve. Or if anything, they go to a better team that actually values them, they get the money, and they start to win more games and unleash their full potential. I'm hoping so, but you never know. Now, Mike at Seattle, I won't complain, never will. I mean, Mike at Seattle, hello, praise the Lord. Scary Terry, hey, what if he comes to Seattle? We got another set of wide receiver for Sam Darnold to throw to. But that's just dreamland. I'm not saying what will happen, but if it does, knock on wood. All right, so we move from football, we move to basketball. Just today, Luka Doncic of the Lakers has signed a 3-year extension of $165 million. Woo! I love me some of that money. $165 million? Oh my goodness. Oh, this dude is only 25, 26 years old. This dude has all the talent in the world. When I think about Luka, he's a guy who should be at least a 2-time MVP right now. I mean, his last year with the Dallas Mavericks, he averaged 39 and 9. Nearly a triple double. And again, he is not the most athletic player. He's probably one of the least athletic players in the NBA today. I'm sorry to say it, it's just the fact. You watch game tapes, he just not look that athletic. I mean, offensive mindset as far, it's phenomenal. It's top tier. Defense, it's straight down the bottom. Athletic wise, it's like, but still, this dude averaged 39 and 9. He took them to the NBA Finals, first time since Mr. Dirk back in 2011. Luka was the heart and soul of the Mavericks. And when Nico Harrison traded him away, we all thought he was an idiot. But maybe he redeemed himself with drafting Cooper Flag for number 1 overall. But now with Luka being in the Lakers with LeBron James and Austin Reeves, he's now signing that 3-year extension. Could Luka win him an NBA title? Let's say he's 25, 26, right? So he probably has another good solid, let's just say for the heck of it, 10 to 12 years left. Could he? Absolutely. I believe so. Will it be with this team? With DeAndre Ayton, LeBron, Austin Reeves, even Marcus Smart? I don't think so. I really don't think so. It, and it's not because Luka can't do it. It's just he doesn't have the right pieces around him. As great as LeBron is at 40 years old, it's not prime LeBron. And Austin Reeves, he's finally coming to his own. I think he's an all-star in the making, 100%. The way he's turned on second half of the season, I think he can absolutely be an all-star. DeAndre Ayton, he's still a good, solid power forward / center, but he's no AD, right? He's no AD. And Marcus Smart, former Defensive Player of the Year, but he's kind of been out of the game for a while. I don't even remember what team he played for. I think it was either Memphis Grizzlies or Washington Wizards, and he just hasn't looked the same since he was in Boston. I mean, truth be told, he really hasn't. So when I look at this team, it's just I think they'll have to rebuild it around Luka. Because again, LeBron most likely will be gone in the next year or two. I don't know if they're going to keep around Austin Reeves. Don't know if they'll keep around DeAndre Ayton or Marcus Smart. So really, it'll have to be a complete rebuild around Luka. But talent-wise, I think Luka can absolutely do it. He's just got to have the right pieces, and that's just a straight fact. Honestly, he needs the right pieces. Kind of like what they did in the bubble year back in 2020 with the Los Angeles Lakers. You just need the right pieces. Because if anything, if that team stayed around, they maybe could have run it back another year or two. Maybe. But still, for Luka, he needs the right pieces. He's the kind of player with the kind of talent he has. He needs the right pieces around him to help him succeed. Because he can easily put up 40 a night easily, but he can't do it all on his own. And he's a defensive liability. He is. He cannot play defense for the life of him. For the life of him. So he needs help. He needs help on offense when he's not putting up points, and he sure as hell needs help on defense. So I hope he brings back Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA title because he's that kind of dude who deserves to win a chip. If he's not going to be an MVP, he might as well be a Finals MVP, in my opinion. Honestly, it's crazy to think that this dude has not yet won an MVP. Now I get it with Jokic, SGA, Giannis. I get it. But Luka, seriously, with the Dallas Mavericks, the numbers, the way he just poised everything, it was just amazing to watch. And the fact this dude's only 25, 26, he's got another 10, 12 years. It's crazy. So I hope Luka finally wins an NBA title. If any player deserves it, it's him. It's sure as hell him. And I hope he does. I truly hope he does. And with this extension he has, I think this is a sign that they believe in his talent. And the way he's been looking this offseason, getting into pretty good shape, I got to say, I hope it pays off. I hope it shows on the court. I really hope. I mean, yes, you could post all the pictures, all the videos. But if it doesn't show on the court, then that's a problem. So I'm hoping he does. As we kind of switch from Luka, we switch to Mikal Bridges of the New York Knicks, signing a 4-year extension of $150 million. Whew, man, 165, 150. Ooh, I would love some of that money. I love some of that money. Now we think about Mikal Bridges, right? They traded away 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges because he was that kind of defensive frontier. I think it's a good move for the Knicks because I think with the Knicks now signing Mike Brown as their head coach, I think the Knicks can legitimately go to the NBA Finals next season. I think they can be in the NBA Finals. Winning it is a different conversation, but going most likely because again, without Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics, they're not going to be the same for the next year and a half. Indiana Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton, not going to be the same. Cleveland Cavaliers, as it looked in the NBA postseason, they may not be legit. They may be pretenders, honestly. So when we really look at the East side, the Knicks can do it. They could actually go to the NBA Finals. Now, again, winning it is different, but going, it's most likely. There's a chance. I mean, there is an honest to God chance they can do it. There really is. And with still Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and now with head coach Mike Brown, who is an exceptional coach, yeah, they can go to the NBA Finals. And with extending Mikal Bridges, who I think is their best defensive player, absolutely, because after the way he performed against the Boston Celtics, in the Eastern Conference Finals in those two first games, absolutely. I think that's a great move for the New York Knicks. I think they can finally go to the NBA Finals after a very, very long time. And I hope they do. I truly hope they do. As we move from basketball, we move to track and field. As I've said, day 3 has just concluded of the USA 2025 Track and Field Championships to qualify for the Worlds in Tokyo, Japan. And today, Miss Queen Sydney McLaughlin of the 400 hurdles winning the open 400 meter, running in a 48. 48, the only girl to break 49 in this finals. In the 400 meter finals, the only girl to break 49. 0.2 off from breaking the American record from Sha'acrri Richarson. Sydney is just on a whole nother level. I swear, this girl is a freak of nature. We know she's got the 400 hurdles locked in the bag, but now possibly with the open 400 meter flat too? Because again, she didn't compete at the 2023 World Championships due to injuries. So the fact she can come 2 years later, after coming off the Olympics she had in Paris, now coming to these Worlds, with potential having the 400 meter hurdles and the open 4, just those 2 golds right there. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited to watch Sydney. It's crazy because I was a big advocate of her last season, going into Paris, possibly running the open 400. I truly believe, and I've said this before many times, that she could break the world record in the open 400. She can break that 47. I truly believe she can. I truly believe so. And her running this 48, and again, there's so much. She's only 25, 26. She can do it. Oh my God, I'm speechless right now. It's crazy. And I'm so happy that she's taking the 400 meter more seriously now. We know what she can do in the 400 hurdles. We already know that. But the open 400, that's a different story. And I am so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what she does in Tokyo. I'm so excited. I really hope she succeeds. I really hope she gets that 2 gold medals, at least in the open 4 and the 400 hurdles. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what she does. And as we kind of switch from that positive, we kind of switched a little bit to that negative. As of yesterday, they released a police report on ESPN that Sha'acrri Richarson, sprinter of USA, was arrested last weekend at SeaTac Airport in Seattle due to a domestic violence against her boyfriend and 60-meter world record holder and U.S. sprinter Christian Coleman. Now, I said on my last show that when it comes to Sha'acrri, that's a whole different conversation for how I feel about her. Well, I'm not going to go too much into about her right now, but I'll just go a little bit. It's unfortunate for somebody as so damn talented as her that her off-the-track issues keeps effing everything up for her. It just does. After the whole 2021 Olympic trials for Tokyo with the whole marijuana thing, and then going to the next year where she didn't qualify for the World Championships, but she just had all the media personnel just bashing on them and just just tearing them down when she didn't need to, and then having all this attitude and negative energy, trying to think that she's all this, she's all that. Where at that time she didn't win anything. You didn't accomplish it. I mean, yes, you accomplished a bit, but not enough to really you, the person who should be talking this much about it. So it's unfortunate now with this assault charge you have on you, against your own boyfriend too, in a public space, which is crazy. So it's unfortunate. I really hope she gets her shit together. I really hope she does because I think she's a talented athlete. I'm not personally the biggest fan of her. I'm really not. I respect her. I just don't like her. But it's unfortunate with all that talent, you're just wasting it. And I hope she eventually gets her act together. I truly hope she does because she's young, she's talented, and she's representing us. She's representing the U.S. in sprinting. And we know how seriously we take sprinting here in America. So I hope she gets it together. I really hope she does. I want to thank to everybody listening out there. We're at episode 10. Make sure you comment down below, like and subscribe. We're trying to get those subscribers up, baby. Come on, we're trying to get them up. Come on, support me. Let's join this journey with me. Come on, let's do it. Comment down below, like and subscribe. We'll be back every Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll be back with more.